The UK is home to many film blockbusters, however one stands out from the rest. Today we're at Warner Brothers Studio London, the making of Harry Potter. Welcome to the United Kingdom Attraction Channel. Yes, hello and welcome to the United Kingdom Attraction Channel. It is the 7th of November 2021 and we are here at the making of Harry Potter at Warner Brothers Studio London. Are you excited, Samantha? She is joining me today on the channel. She's hiding behind my shoulder. What do you think you're most excited about today?
Everything. I'm a big Harry Potter fan.
She is a massive Harry Potter fan, so hopefully we're going to see lots of film sets and props from the original, or there's 8 films, isn't there? 8 films, from all of the 8 films. These are, I don't know what you would actually call, but they're actually props that were used in the films, so it's going to be quite exciting. We're going to make our way in now. We'll have parked our car just at the car park in front of us, so the car park is really handy. And what I would say is, if you are putting it on a sat-nav, I did put it on the sat-nav and it sent me to a different car park, which was a multi-storey car park.
Yeah, it does that, but then if you read the instructions...
Yes, if you do read road signs,
yeah,
I don't.
It would have told you to go in first.
So if you are coming on a sat-nav, please don't go to the multi-storey, come to the one which actually says the Harry Potter Studio Tour. Shocking that, isn't it? But we're gonna make our way in and hopefully get some amazing footage of the studios behind us that are in stages J and K, which I thought was quite good, considering that it's J.K. Rolling that made the films, or wrote the books which led on to the film series. So definitely quite a good little hint there towards the J.K. Rolling, the filmmaker, or the making of Harry Potter. So we're going to make our way into the entrance now and hopefully get some amazing footage of what the Warner Brothers Studio making of Harry Potter has to offer. So we'll see you inside, guys.
The scripts that I get.
What's that big
Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, you're here now. Yeah. That's what matters. I'll get you to run the next floor.
Wraparound screen, because as you can see from it, we are currently celebrating dark arts here at Warner Brothers Studio Tour London. The making of Harry Potter. What does that mean? It means there are extra things in the tour that are not normally here, things that may or may not be dark arts related. You may, for example, glimpse a live performer, Death Eater. Do you by any chance remember the portraits from the movies? We've stylized our own version with our fans.
One of my favourite moments about the Harry Potter films is the bit where Harry gets to ride Buckbeak off in London. It's sort of like a break in the films when he just gets a chance to just be a kid again, which is what everyone really wants to do, really.
My favourite Harry Potter prop has got to be the Deluminator that Dumbledore leaves Ron. I just think it's awesome. Like the effect that they have when the little ball of light comes out the top, I just think that's wicked. It looks amazing on screen.
My favourite animal is the big spider.
My favourite creature in the Harry Potter films would be the basilisk. I'm a big fan of snakes, and a giant one scares me.
My mum made me this sweater in the style of the Weasleys making Harry his first Christmas present, and it took a really long time to make.
I think everyone has to love the House of Gryffindor, really.
Thank you very much. Portraits, please now go to the centre and talk for just a moment. Whoa, portraits, we'll get it out of hand, please. Fire in the direction, please. Thank you very much. Sorry about that, they get a bit rowdy sometimes. They are very passionate Harry Potter fans. Speaking of which, any passionate Harry Potter fans in the room today? Anyone here that was brought by a Harry Potter fan? Yeah, they're usually the two options. Don't worry, you'll have the tune in your head by the end of the day, I promise you.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen, do make your way in. Mind your step, make sure you have with you all of your belongings as you enter the Great Hall of Hogwarts. This was one of the first sets constructed for the films that you'll notice very quickly it's also one of the largest. We could fit over 400 members of the cast and crew in here. So we can definitely fit all of you lovely lot in here as well. So do keep making your way in so we can get that cinema screen down and the Great Hall doors shut, which make for a fantastic photo opportunity. As you are making your way in, you'll see that for our Dark Arts feature, we have dressed the set according to the Halloween feast in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. We've also got these magnificent pumpkins hanging from the ceiling. Now, these pumpkins are very special indeed, and that's because they were never seen by the cast and crew. However, the cast and crew in the films would have only seen them as CGI'd pumpkins. However, for the tour and for our Dark Arts feature, the prop makers came back and designed and created these wonderful pumpkins for your viewing pleasure. The feast that you see on this right-hand side table is a mixture of real and fake food. I'll let you debate between yourselves what you think is real and what you think is fake. However, I recommend not eating any of it, as it's been sprayed with a chemical known as lacquer to make sure that it preserves its freshness throughout the duration of the feature. It doesn't really taste very nice though. Now, the Great Hall is host to some of the most iconic scenes in the Harry Potter franchise. One of those is the sorting ceremony. Now, we do have the 4 Hogwarts houses dotted around the room with their costumes, so I'll point them out to you. In the blue and the bronze just over there, we have Ravenclaw House, and in the very centre you'll see Moaning Bertie's costume, the ghost of the girls' bathroom. Yes, she was a Ravenclaw. Just opposite where I'm standing in the green and silver, you'll see that we have the Slytherin costumes, and in the very centre you'll see the robes belonging to Mr. Draco Malfoy from the Order of the Phoenix, complete with his inquisitorial squad. Here at Hogwarts, you have all walked through those doors, down the centre aisle, and up to the teacher's table, where they were sorted by some of Britain's finest acting talent. For our Dark Arts feature at the teacher's table, we do have these 4 costumes belonging to the Hogwarts house ghosts. Gryffindor's nearly headless Snape, Black Friar, the Bloody Baron from Slytherin, and the Grey Lady from Ravenclaw. Out of all 4 of these costumes, you'll notice that this one belonging to Nearly Headless Nick is ever so slightly different. That's because this is what's known as a toile. That means it's a developmental stage costume. So from this, they would have adapted and changed it before they created the final costume that you would actually end up seeing in the films. Now the rest of your tour is going to be self-guided. Just before you continue around the corner, I have a couple of tips and tricks to mention. If you picked up one of our blue studio tour passports, you're on the lookout for 7 stamping locations and 16 gold stitches hidden.
Somewhere different in time. Come this way and see for yourself. Just try not to get lost.
So that is us inside the studio now. We have just went through a little cinema experience. Unfortunately, I could not film that. However, if you do come to the studio itself, you will go through a cinema experience before you get in access behind the scenes of the studio itself. We have just been given a little passport, which we do have to collect. I think it's 6 or 7 stamps throughout the studio. It's a really good interactive idea for the young ones especially, or the younger or the older adults, especially Samantha. She's excited to find these stamps. They do have little clues to where to find the stamps,
Things like this,
or you can ask a staff member and I'm sure they'll direct you to the stamp locations. It is worth mentioning, they did say it can take up to 3 hours if you were going to be going in and out of all the different hair, makeup, studio sets, building, canteen area, all the props, dressage, everything that they have to offer. We're going to try and touch on as much of it. I'm going to try and get as much footage as I can here at Harry Potter Studio in London.
Sorry.
So Samantha's getting her first stamp. Put it in there and put your foot down. Let's see it on the book. You can see it.
Yeah, the same stamp. Let's go.
You can just see it. It's sort of, I thought it was going to be ink, but it's actually an imprint, which is very, very cool. And here is more of the interior set from Harry Potter. I'm sure this is the common room, the Slytherin common room. So. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, the Slytherin common room. Would you be Slytherin, Samantha? You are Slytherin. Very well themed.
Death Eaters featured from the Goblet of Fire through to the Deathly Hallows Part 2. The look and feel of the Death Eaters was adapted throughout the Harry Potter film series. However, one element that didn't change was their menacing presence. Please make way for the Death Eaters.
is in a possession of abilities so formidable that you feel confident enough to not pay attention. Tell me, what did I get?
So I've got our second stamp. Which is the Quidditch stamp. Looking very snazzy there. And it is an imprint, which is really, really good. And unfortunately we're not allowed to film over here, but this is where they do the sort of special effects for flying on the broomstick, which is really good, but unfortunately we can't get any further as you're not allowed to film the special effects on the broomstick. But it is basically a green screen, and you can just see there you sit on a broomstick, and Samantha wants a photo, so I better go over there. It's going to cost you. It's one of the mine trains from the vault cart. And if you've ever been to Universal Studios in Florida, they do have a ride where you can go into Green Guards Bank. I highly recommend it. The famous motorbike, Hagrid motorbike. There you go.
So we developed the sequences through a series of animations, through cartoons, which kind of block out the key action.
And there's the special effects for using the broomstick itself. You can see it behind a green screen, or in front of the green screen, and all of the technical mechanics of it is green, so they don't show up in the film.
Flying is done by placing a broom on a motion base, which can rotate, can tip forward, can tip back. We went through every rig known to man. Computerized rigs, rolling rigs, spanner room, adapter room, and like brushes.
The famous blue car. Hitting the famous tree. And I do think this does move every now and then, so hopefully we'll get some footage of it moving. The Chamber of Secrets door, which is the actual prop. Here is the moving mechanics of it, which you didn't see in the film.
No, this bit's there. play when we like.
Get down.
We're just getting our third one, which is the Death Eaters. Get a stamp on, Samantha. Get that imprint going. And there it is. The Death Eater sign. Ministry of Magic, the famous chimneys. Follow the spider, Samantha, follow the spiders. Platform 9 3/4, London's King's Cross. And there is the famous Hogwarts Express steaming away. Very impressive. Samantha getting a 4th stamp. You're not stamping every other page now, are we? Get mine as well. If I can get it in. There we go. It's the 4th stamp done. On my The Making of Harry Potter Passport Dark Art Edition.
Used all of them. He said he's been in this train. Remember these?
Can you open these?
Remember these type of trains?
You can't open them. Why can't you open them?
Hold the window.
I wonder how long no one's been in it.
Okay. Oh, it's the frosty one.
Huh?
Harry Potter and the something or other. I can't explain what's that. Prisoner of Azkaban.
Harry Potter and the prisoner.
That's when the thingies come along, the Dementors, he throws all the window.
That was the Harry. Wait, look!
What?
Harry! That's definitely Harry.
This is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. That's Harry's
Look!
top. Yeah. That's Harry's top there, look over there, on the seat.
Why do you left all that?
Daily Prophet.
Look, there's one's shirt that you got.
One's jumper.
That's the one.
This is Order of the Phoenix.
Oh, dude, wait. Look, you're gonna look straight in. And look straight in. You can. Wait, look!
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant you can actually see that. Oh, look, snakes. No, look, you can actually see that.
Yeah.
What?
Way out, that is.
Look, you can actually see that.
Yeah.
Brandon, you can actually see that.
Okay. Whatever it is.
Wait, that's...
This one is the Half-Blood Prince, who was actually, what's his name? Snape was the Half-Blood Prince. Oh, look.
Music was in this one.
No, yeah. She wrote it on that one.
What you seen? A pyjama set. Slytherin. So here. Wednesday Addams over there.
These will be in the big shop though, won't they?
There will be. Yeah, it is worth mentioning this is just a smaller gift shop halfway through the tour, and there is a big gift shop towards the end, or at the end should I say, where hopefully you'll be able to buy all this and more. Samantha and I butterbeer. So we've just went and got our butterbeers. We're now waiting in the queue for the van, which does sell sandwiches and sweet treats and light snacks. There is the backlot cafe inside, however it was a massive queue, so we just thought it would be better to wait in the van queue for a more of a light bite, and we can grab some food after we've finished the tour. So we'll see you after we've got our food from the van. So we're just having our food now. I did mention we're just having a snack. I am only having a ham and cheese baguette along with my butterbeer. Samantha's having is it an egg mayonnaise? Egg mayonnaise sandwich. The baguette did cost me £5.95. The butterbeer cost me £3.95. If you wanted ice cream, it's £4.95, and I think the sandwiches are around £4.50. So it isn't the cheapest here, but it's not the most expensive at the end of the day. They do have the monopoly on food, so it is to be expected that they're going to be a little bit higher. So we're going to eat these now, and then we're going to continue on the tour. I think the next thing on the tour is Diagon Alley. So we'll see you over at Diagon Alley. Famous triple-decker bus. Apparently we can go upstairs in Privet Drive. This is the bridge to the castle, isn't it?
Have you seen the Phoenix in the back? That was the thing you really wanted to see. Come here.
It was his head.
Yeah. So step. Favorite button was the one that's always the
each hair is individually dispensed one by one. To make it more popular throughout the day, depending if you're making bushy eyebrows, wiry eyebrows, or etc. So now we're ready for the final.
Gringotts Bank.
Once they're passed, they go into an oven, dry out. This is our oven. You look at these coals in there for, say, 3 or 4 days, they will be bone dry like crisp, really strong.
When the set is complete, the columns themselves and the walls were a hand-knit marble paper.
First of all, we cut the marble paper up to the size of the tent because we need that which is in
by the treasure. It's very much a combination of live action and visual effects to accomplish this.
The Strange Vault is a fantastic example of my team and then other departments working at their best and contributing at their best to create such a great scene.
So this is Samantha getting her 5th stamp, which is Gringotts Bank. There it is. This is the disaster scene at Gringotts Bank. Diagon Alley. Famous wand shop. Samantha getting a 6th stamp, which is Diagon Alley. Let's try and get mine. Now she wants a selfie, but I just want to show all these people this stamp. Let's get the selfie. Look at my hair. Smile. Very impressive. Seventh and final stamp is Hogwarts Castle, which will complete Harry Potter passport. Get mine done as well. There it is. The Hogwarts badge in front of the world-renowned Hogwarts Castle. I bet you are. We've even got like a little wand shop over here.
Yeah, the ones are
£32 a wand. And you can choose all of the famous characters from the films. Across to the dark side now, where Samantha probably thrives. Nice twisted mug. It's an amazing shop. Cuddly toys from animals and creatures from the film. Goblet of Fire. Wizard trophy. Some key rings and magnets. And pin badges. Pencils. All from the different houses. Stationery sets for school or offices. Just unbelievable amount of stuff. And it all looks really, really good quality. If you can even buy your own stamp and wax sealing kit. Lego Harry Potter. You can build your own Hogwarts out of Lego.
Oh, I like this Hogwarts.
This shop is absolutely massive.
I just want everything. Is that the only two things that are left? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Even got some jewellery.
As you can see, 9 line through, we can check
And just like that, a day here at the making of Harry Potter is at an end. What did you think of that, Samantha?
Really good.
Really good. What was your favourite bit?
I don't know.
You don't know what your favourite
Potter, so I don't know.
You can't decide which was your favourite bit. Which one impressed you the most?
Probably... Someone took my tongue.
So was Christmas.
One of the goblins bank.
Gringotts Bank.
Gringotts Bank.
Yeah, no, that was really, really good. Really impressive, actually. It sums up the entire day, really. The entire day has been really, really impressive. And if someone thinks that they're going to come to the studios and be out within an hour, you are so wrong. We came here at, was it 11:30?
Yeah.
What time is it now? 10 past 3. It does say that it can take up to 3.5 hours. So once you start, you end up in the queue, sort your tickets out, you go to a little pre-show, and then you enter a cinema, or a picture house, and you watch the small clip-it film of the making of Harry Potter, and you get introduced to how the Harry Potter franchise came about. I won't spoil it. You can definitely, it's definitely very interesting to watch. And then you sort of make your way through straight away into the main hall of Hogwarts, which was very, very impressive. And it was to scale as well, so you sort of get the sense of what it was actually like to be a student at Hogwarts. And you make your way through different areas throughout the studios. I'm just going to touch on some of them. I've got my passport here. You did get your little passport. I hope they do continue the passport. It was a very good interactive activity for the young ones, as well as the older ones like me. You started off with the Gryffindor and the Gryffindor area, and that was mainly touching on the different houses. There was like Slytherin and Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw as well. Then you touched on the Quidditch and the Quidditch matches and the Quidditch area and how they designed and made that happen. The Death Eaters, you sort of went through all the different dark areas of Harry Potter and how they created them and all the monsters and dragons that went with it. It was very impressive and very impressive to see how, or very informative, and to see how they've done it. You don't really think how much work goes into a pictures until you actually come to a studios and see it for yourself. We then ended up at platform 9 3/4, sorry, which is the famous platform at King's Cross, which isn't actually a platform at King's Cross. It's 3/4 between number 9 and 1/4 between 10. So it was definitely really, really good, really well themed. You did actually get to go on the train and you actually get to see the Hogwarts Express there in front of you, the original one from the movie. It was really, really good to see. Then you went into Gringotts Bank, which was Samantha's favourite, probably my favourite as well, and just how impressive it was. And also they did have a little pre-show there for you, or should I say show there for you, to make it more interactive as well. It was really, really good at Gringotts Bank. Then you went to Diagon Alley, which is of course the famous shopping street, what we would call a high street in Britain. It's the famous shopping street in Harry Potter, where they do get the wands and the sweet shop. The famous sweet shop is on Diagon Alley as well. Unfortunately it wasn't on this Diagon Alley, but little did you know the sweet shop was at the end, so you could get your sweets if you were wanting them. And you finished off at Hogwarts Castle, and I'll just show you the page which has Hogwarts Castle on, and the stamp does go here. You can't actually see it, it actually imprints into the paper itself, which is really, really good. Like I say, and it is a very good touch. It is free of charge with the ticket price itself, so that's definitely a good plus for the making of Harry Potter here at Warner Brothers Studio. And all that's left to say is thank you for watching this vlog. I'm really glad I came down here. I hope I've got some great footage for you to show what is actually in the making of Harry Potter here at Warner Brothers Studio. There is so much more. I couldn't film it all. All I can say is I definitely recommend you come down here and experience it for yourself, because there's no way what I've filmed today gives this justice. There's just so much, so many props, so many sort of buildings and areas in the studios themselves. So if you are a Harry Potter fan, get yourself down here. And please like, please subscribe. Subscribe makes a massive difference to the channel. We're nearly at 1,000 subscribers, so that would make a massive difference to me when we hit the 1,000 subscribers. And who is actually going to be my 1,000 subscriber? Because we're getting very close now. I don't know, let's see. Let's see when I nearly get to 1,000 subscribers. You might get a little shout out, maybe a little something, we'll see. I can't promise yet though. Free entry to a theme park, that may be my 100,000 subscribers, Samantha, not my 1,000. But yeah, please comment anything that you've missed or anything you want to know about the making of Harry Potter here at Warner Brothers Studio. And I'll try and get as much information as I can to give it to you as well. And all that's left to say, guys, is thank you for watching the United Kingdom Attraction channel, and we'll see you next time. Bye.